Hey guys, what is going on? FPeppy here with another video, another tutorial. Going to be doing it on After Effects. So today you're going to be learning about element remapping. So Element 3D is a software where it's like it's a 3D software. It's connected through After Effects, so it's like easy uses instead of Cinema 4D. So yeah, I'll just teach you how to make a simple intro with that, followed by all my other intros that I've made in the past. So I just want to start off by making a new comp, call it main, 1920 by 1080, 60 FPS. You can make it 10 seconds, whatever you want. I prefer 10. Make a new solid, call this E3D. Same effect, you can pilot, element, or you can search it in the effects and presets bar. Now what we're going to do at this point is, if you rather make a text, or if you say we'll do a logo, because it's basically the same thing that I usually use in all my intros. You just want to find the intro or the logo you want to use. Once you've found your logo, just get rid of everything on it except for the actual logo. Get rid of the glow. Basically that's it. Put the logo, put it in the middle. Option Command S. Option Command S brings up save as. Save it as, I don't know, intro logo. Then you save it in desktop so it's easy to see, easy to find. Change the format to PNG so we can see the outlines and the layers. Save it. Go back into After Effects. Double click in Project. And then go to Desktop. And then it will be the intro logo. Just enter that. Put it on top. Now there's two ways of getting this traced. One, you can use the pen tool, which I've been using my entire life, but since CS6 came out, they put in auto trace. So just do alpha, and that's basically it, and it'll trace it. And then just press the I to take it off temporarily. Effects and controls in Element 3D, custom layers, custom text and masks, because it's a mask. Go to intro logo PNG and just close that up. Go to scene setup, press extrude, and it should come up like that. Just press this to get rid of the grid, and you can temporarily show the ambient occlusion, which is really good. We'll need that later. Just close that for now so it's really smooth. Press this to bring up, like, just point at point so you can see everything perfectly. Presets, if you have pro shaders, I do recommend using this material. It's really nice, really smooth, really scratchy, that kind of effect. Go extrusion model, press the material, extrude it out a bit more. Right, so now what you can do is you can make two custom paths. Actually no, bevel copies, not custom path. Make two of them. Then click this one, and you see the scratching at the back of the logo. This always happens when you add extra bevels. Change the Z offset a little forward, and now it's changed, except the sides are doing the same thing. All you have to do for this is expand the edges lower, and voila, done. Now just extrude it out, and you have a second copy, and we can just make this gold. Whatever you want. Just do that. Expand the edges out for this one a little bit. Now we have a nice smooth bevel. And if you want to change the bevel on this, just do this. Get a nice spot so you can see it, and then go to the iron one, and then change the bevel curve so you can make it smooth or tight. I'd rather a little smooth with both of them, so it just suits it. So a little smooth, so you get that nice curve. Really nice. If you want to put a text in front of it, then I suggest making a new text. Type in whatever you want. Whoops. Used that for an earlier project. I use couture or something else, whatever you want. So what you can do is not just a little small tutorial. So sniping, and then you can make this text small. So highlight it, and then change the smallness of that, and then you can zoom in a little bit. Voila. So yeah, that's that text. Now just get rid of that, put it to the bottom once again, click on A3D, and then go custom layers, custom text and masks, layer 2, and then stage sniping, or whatever you did. Scene setup again, extrude again, it will come up with the same model again. If I get rid of, if I put that out of the, so if you're in version 2, it will stick in the one group folder, so just drag it out until you see that red line, like there, and then it'll come up with a separate logo. So now, press custom path, click on the extrusion model, custom path 2, you get the text. Now we'll just make this, I don't know, like that, or something. Looks like, maybe this. Yep, it's alright. Now we can drag this back into the group folder. Now we can see it. Now line it up like this. Press the Z axis and then drag that in front of the logo until it looks like it is stuck there. And now scale it. Press that on this model. Scale it up a bit. Maybe a bit of rotation, but we'll change that later in the composition. So now we have this stage sniping logo. You can temporarily use ambient occlusion to see what it looks like. So it looks really nice. It looks like it's literally on the logo. That's what we want. That's what the type of look we want. Now we can just take that off, just for now. So yeah, that's basically that. Press OK. If you do want it separately off, then you can do this. You can take it out and just close these both. So now you have separate models in each thing. So change this back to 0. You don't need the rotation. Keep the scaling the same, so it looks the same, and it should. If you change, it should do that first time. But if you change this group folders, you don't need that. You don't need the group folder, so delete that. Remove. So now you have 2 separate bevels. Now make sure this one's below the text, the logo. So the text should be below the logo. Now change the text to path 2. Now we have 2 different paths, and now it should look the same on the same thing. There you go. Now go world transform. The reason why we use world transform is because it takes everything with it. So for example, if I just use group 2, which is the text, and that's what we assigned it to, group 2, then if I go particle replicator, rotation, it will only rotate the text, which we don't want. And if I go back down to world transform, world rotation, change that, it will rotate the entire scene, and that's what we want. That's the look we're looking for. Now to start with the keyframing. So, go back to world transform, go to render settings, go to ambient occlusion, enable that, put it up the intensity to about 8, and then the gamma to 6, and then the radius distribution, to 15, 16. Now we should get this nice look. Now, we're not going to put that on yet because it's going to take up a lot of space and like a lot of RAM, so we won't be able to see anything properly. So just disable that for now because we've got the settings working. Yep. Okay. So make this the first keyframe, so give it about 3 seconds, and then keyframe the rotations and the Z position. Press U on the keyboard when you click down here. Go back to the very start. Change the Z position about there. Then change the rotation to about there. Change it to about there. And to about, like a little bit, so -2. Now we get this nice. We don't want it too small, so bring it back up a bit. This nice smooth movement. And if you want to change the scene of the look, so you go back to this, get this like a nice reflection, go to environment, click this. If you had version 1 before, then you will get version 1 environment. So if you go back to your documents, Video Copilot, materials, environment, version 1 environment, and click on roof blurred or studio blurred, you get an even better shine. Way better shine, especially with the logo text. There you go. So now we get this darker shine, nice warm shine. I'm just going to make a quick CC. Let's go adjustment layer, press enter to change it, type in CC, enter again, then you go to effects and presets, type in looks, or if you go effect, if you click on effect and then color suite, magical looks, edit, and then if it's on full quality then it will change a little bit. If it's on full quality it'll zoom out to like here, and you zoom back in and it'll be good quality. Okay, so go subject, go to exposure, turn this up a little bit to about 0.30, go to matte, diffusion, lens, hazel flare, change that to 0, change the softness to about 14, spillage to about 45, then change it to red, make it another one, so go back to here, go hazel flare, and then change to 0, spillage this time to 30, change it to blue, actually change the spillage back to a little, at least 40, and now nice and red and blue effect. That's basically it, I guess, for the CC, or you can make a gradient if you want. It's completely up to you. I mean, it looks better like that. So press finished. Then we get this nice CC. If you want a background and if you just don't want like a plain background, just go solid. Call it BG. Put it at the bottom above the stuff that's highlighted off. Then go to effects and presets, type in ramp, gradient ramp, and then just take everything off for now. And then change this, bring it down until it reaches the middle. And then change linear ramp to radial. Change that up. Make this one black because it's the outside. And make this sort of red or whatever you want. Maybe blue because that's the clear color. Whatever suits your understandings. So levels, change this whatever you want, maybe a little darker, a little brighter in the inside. So yeah, that looks really nice. So then you can just save it on your way. Intro. Just doesn't matter what you call it. Untick these. Get everything back again. Looks really nice. And if you just want, if you don't want something boring like this, you can go to E3D, go to Group 2, which is the text. Bring this out. Keyframe this. press U again on the keyboard to get this keyframe up. Hold down Shift to click it, because if you don't, you can just like randomly look at it. Or you can hold down Shift and it will snap directly to the keyframe. Or you can press J or K to go to the next keyframes, J and K. Bring this back to 0, and now we have smooth come in from the stage sniping text. And then what else we can do is we can go to group 2, untick particle replicator, go particle look, multi-object, enable that. If this comes up, just go back to this comp and press U, and it should disappear. And then you get all these options. Just click back on U on this again. So this would like the rotation is random, so you can like get this different rotation, or you can go rotation scatter, which will do whatever. Like it'll just randomly rotate everything, which is good. So we'll change this to about 40, 39. And put that to 0. So there we have. Hang on. Whoops, didn't even keyframe it. 55 at least. Keyframe that, because I didn't keyframe it before. And then press 0. And then that's basically it. You get this nice smooth come in. And then you can just RAM preview it. That takes a little while. Tutorials will be out soon regarding stuff like this. And like like it'll just be really simple and really easy. You won't have to worry about anything. So that's basically it. You just get this nice smooth come in. And if you don't want like this tight stop like it does with this, so it comes in and then it just like instantly stops, which is what keyframes are. But you can easily change this so it stops instantly. So what you can do is you can highlight these. So I'm just going to bring it closer so you can see it better, so we'll go faster. As you can see, it'll just stop instantly. And then just click this, highlight them all, click the graph editor. You get all this stuff here, but we don't want to do it all at once. So just highlight the first two, first top, and you get these two. All you have to do is click the top, and then press this one, because this one will always be facing that way. So if you're clicking on this one, and you click that one, and that means you'll get this. So just drag that way. Click the top one, click that one, and then there you go. If there's a keyframe in the middle, then you click this one, and it'll do both. But for now, we're not going to do that because there's only two keyframes. Now it'll look like that on both sides. Highlight the next two. Do the same thing. This side, click that again. This is time patience, so you just gotta like take your time with this sort of stuff. There's a house built out of stone. There's a place where I don't feel. Okay, so after you've done that, it'll be really smooth. So you can see here, which I'll just RAM preview it. Okay, so now you'll see that it's really smooth. Okay, so what I'll do here is that if you got all this space here and you just want to do that, just click this, drag it to the keyframe, and hold down Shift to click it, and then just RAM preview, and that looks really smooth. Like it doesn't just instantly click in. And remember, if you want to make it further out or slower, just drag it out. Drag this blue thing out, or orange one, whatever colour yours is, and then drag out the keyframes, and then it will look really, really nice and really clean. Okay, so that concludes the tutorial for today, and I hope that your tutorials will look a lot better than usual, and I'll see you later.